Man, I miss this kind of videos where I just sit in front of the camera, reflecting on stuff and just talking to you guys because I know there's just no way somebody out there will not get some value from some of my reflections. And this is why I actually make videos like this here and there, but for some while now, I didn't really make this kind of video. Honestly, I kind of miss this kind of content format because it's so highly unplanned. Sometimes it's just something I'm going through, on a particular day, and I'm reflecting. My mind is all over the place. And at the end of the day, I just tell myself, you know what, this might be the best time, to offload all these thoughts on your mind and just put on the camera, speak to it, give a candid reflection. Perhaps somebody will just find it very, very helpful, So today I've been reflecting, just taking a look, at all that I have done, all the business, hustlings, all the grinds. I'll be 45 in a few months, and I'm just taking a look at all the hurdles that actually I have crossed just in the course of, trying to, build something that's worthwhile, trying to be the person I am today, which is a person that has a very functional business. In case you are meeting me for the first time, I sell used computers online. I sell on eBay. I sell on my website. And I've also dabbled into the world of video making because I pretty much figured out that video, YouTube in specific, is part of the hustle. Content creation is also part of the transaction. A lot of people don't tell you exactly that, but they tell you to just start a business. But when you create content online on YouTube, say YouTube, because I pretty much do the other platforms like TikTok, Instagram, but I'm kind of heavy on YouTube because I know that's where the money is. The monetization here is very robust, and if things works well for you, if the algorithm picks your channel, you can pretty much make a lot of money, from content creation here on YouTube. I've also dabbled into the Amazon influencer stuff, even though the program is a little bit weird. Sometimes you get a lot of money, but sometimes for 1, 2, 3 weeks, you don't get anything. And it's kind of weird why Amazon just decided to do the program like that. But then that's not what I'm not looking at the individual hustles, the individual grind that I have done, or the individual things I have done to actually make money on the internet. But then I'm just taking a look at the journey, from me having no idea of what to do, the me that put in a lot of work, the discipline that it took me, the grinds, the waking up, in the night, sleeping late, working even when they're pretty much nothing to show for it, not giving up when the naysayers came to try to hit you off. I'm just taking a look at all these hurdles, and I'm just wondering that, man, this is a lot. It's amazing for me now to sit where I am and just take a look back and see that, look, if you want to be somebody, like you want to have an outlier result, it has to always come with some form of drama. This is not, I would have preferred to just achieve something without any hurdles, no drama, no obstacles, no fights, that would have been kind of amazing. You just sit down and say, tomorrow I want to start to sell on eBay. And then you just go out, buy some few stuff, and then business just starts going for you. But unfortunately, the life is not coded like that. And I'm able to say it now because I have passed through a lot of stuff, just trying to achieve, build a business that works. Just a little business that is able to, sell some items and then make money. Man, it's amazing the kind of drama that one has to pass through. Sometimes when I look at the big boys, the Jeff Bezos of the world, the Mark Zuckerberg, I'm just wondering, I just don't even want to imagine the kind of drama they have had to pass through in the course of building this kind of gigantic organization that they have built. Sometimes I see these people as just, like superhumans, taking a look at just a small business, just you want to buy stuff and bring them to a platform like eBay and sell them. It's going to be a lot of theater, a lot of drama here and there. Sometimes you buy stuff, you think you have bought good stuff. You bring them home, start to clean them and test them and realize that you have just been, swindled of a large amount of money because a lot of the items don't work, and that's how you try to sell them. You are not going to break even. And then sometimes you buy stuff with the expectation that things are going to sell, and then you bring them to the platform. Boom, from nowhere, nothing is selling. The platform is just kind of there. And some other time you buy stuff, When you checked, everything seems to be good. Competitions were slipping. And then you list your items only to realize that, look, there are people also selling the same item for pretty much a price that you cannot even think of, beating. And say that's not enough. Sometimes these items on the hands of your competition are over 200 pieces. So if you want to wait for the competition to finish selling the item, pretty much take like 2-3 months, and everything is just. And then sometimes from nowhere, even from your family, sometimes things just kind of gets dramatic. It could be your wife, it could be your kids, it could be somebody in your family that you would never expect that, from this source, some dramas will come up from nowhere. Boom, drama, theater, misunderstandings. And then before you know it, it just keeps sapping your energy. The energy that you would have put for productive work just gets sapped away for no reason. I have a lot of experiences in this regard, and sometimes it's just amazing to know how things could just be so set up just to make sure that your journey to success doesn't just come on a platter of gold, but then you have to burn through all this stuff. And this is the stuff real men are made of. A lot of people, will just give up when life begins to shake you, when things crop up, when people begin to disagree with your ideas, or when things are not selling. A lot of people are just so easily able to throw in the towel and say, look, I don't think this is for me. I think if it was supposed to be for me, then why is this so difficult? Why is it from one drama, to the other? And why is it that the drama appears to not be ending? This is what some people would say, and this is how they will process it. And this is what makes some people just, say, what, I am giving up. I don't want to keep doing this fight. I'm all over it. I'm done with it. I am gone. But then this is why I am making this video, to look, because I have actually gone through a lot of dramas, and I'm looking back and saying to myself, I am so grateful that I didn't give up when life, tried to prevent you or prevent me from getting to my dreams. Over the years, it's been one drama, one theater or the other. But then, because I kept stuck, to my decision to just be, to succeed, I didn't give up, even when life was shaking me, even when business was failing, even when business wasn't, giving the expectation, that we all had when we started out. Because the truth is that whoever is starting out in a business endeavor, or kind of a business venture, nobody is having this mindset of, oh, I'm going to do all this work, and then at the end of the day, I just want to fail. No, nobody sets out to do business like that. Everybody, want to have this thinking that, yes, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be successful. At the end of the day, sometimes we do not even estimate the amount of time that this whole thing that we're about to build actually requires. There are days where you have to work pretty much 15, 16, 17 hours, And sometimes in the beginning, you do not estimate this time requirement or this time demand correctly. And when this starts to happen like that, it could also be a very major source of stress. A lot of people might just also give up. But then, once again, looking back at the time I spent, being alone in the warehouse, time I spent being alone at home, in the kitchen, in the sitting room, just figuring out things, tinkering things, searching on the internet, creating offers, building a website, learning how to build a website, learning how things work, learning how to source. I mean, when I look at the time today, I'm just saying to myself, I am so grateful I didn't give up while I was doing this. A few months ago, I felt like I needed to separate some of my YouTube channels. I didn't want to put all my activities on one channel, because at the end of the day, it would just be a missed audience. So what I did do was to set up this channel right now, the Hardwareflipper channel, because I felt like I was going to talk about, all my wins, my lows, selling online on the internet. And then I did set up this channel, and in the course of doing it, I remember there was a lady that was also setting up a channel, doing a similar kind of content, but she was more into the Amazon space. And yes, here and there, I kept looking at the videos and just, the kind of encouragement. I was looking at some of the challenges she was also going through, because she was also fond of coming sometimes online to just talk about the challenges she's going through, how things are kind of very difficult, also sharing some of our wins. But then just a few days ago, I was taking a look at this channel, and I saw that, look, this channel, the last time this lady posted a video was about 3 or 4 months ago. And immediately I said to myself, I can almost certainly tell that life has just happened, to this lady. There might be a lot of drama here and there. Yes, I saw her as somebody that was trying to succeed. And once again, you see these things happen over and over and again. You are trying to do something new, and from nowhere, boom, life hits you, and you are not able to continue. Even this YouTube channel, getting it to start to get a little bit of momentum has not been easy. Has been a lot of drama here and there, You make videos, you put them out, they just for one reason or the other refuse to get views. And sometimes they get 2 views, 3 views. Even when you think that you have put out a lot of value, you think that you have really done a very good job to, to create a video that the algorithm will at least take a look and see that, yes, this video is supposed to at least be pushed out to people that will benefit from it. And sometimes, kind of very discouraging, you take a look at similar content and from one reason or the other, tend to get a lot of views, and you begin to ask yourself, what is the secret, to making this thing happen, to making your YouTube channel begin to get views? And sometimes it could be very, very discouraging. But once again, luckily for me, I am coming into this space with a full knowledge of how it can be when you decide to start something worthwhile. If you decide to start a business, even if you decide to start a family, you want to start having kids, you want to start a new YouTube channel, you want to, even start a new business activity, drama from nowhere, this is the mindset. And this mindset is actually helping me a lot on this YouTube channel. Sometimes I put up a video, if it doesn't perform, I just tell myself, this is the next one. If it doesn't perform, okay, case closed, go to the next video, make it and put it out there, and just keep putting in the work. At some point, the channel is going to wake up, and luckily for me, I can see some signs of this channel beginning to get momentum. And once again, it confirms the fact that, look, if you do not give up, if you do not, remove your feet from the gas pedal, even when life is showing you a lot of drama, even when things are not working the way you expect, keep doing the work. Just keep being positive. Understand that if you keep doing the work, it's just going to almost certainly not be that you keep putting in the inputs, the right input that you need to put in, that things will not just get better. If you keep putting in the inputs, you keep pushing the wall, it's going to ultimately fall. And it has fallen in my own situation, in my business, in the eBay side of things, on my website side of things, even in content creation, on my Amazon side of things, even in creating these videos. When I started creating these videos, it was very, very awkward. I couldn't just, for one reason or the other, I couldn't look into the camera and just speak. It was a kind of drama also, because it's a worthy goal, it's a worthy activity that you are trying to do, which is to be confident on camera. For one reason or the other, drama upon drama. When I make videos from nowhere, I forget everything I want to talk about. I went the route of writing script. It was just a mess, because at the end of the day, I didn't even have time to develop the script. And finally making the videos, it was all so complicated that, hey, if you are not careful, you don't even want to put another, 3 hours making a similar video that will finally flop. At the end of the day, it was also a drama in itself. But then today, I am so grateful that I didn't give up. I stuck to my dreams. And because I didn't give up today, I can actually look back, literally, all the rivers we have crossed, taking a look at all the theater, all the dramas that I've been able to overcome. And I'm saying this to somebody out there to say, look, if you are in a similar boat, a similar situation, you're trying to do something, just a little thing might be, just you studying for an exam, or you trying to start a business, or you're trying to start a relationship, and you are having all this drama all over, please do not give up. If you do not give up, you are certainly going to achieve your goals. I hope this video finds you well. If it does, go ahead and click on the like button, subscribe to the channel so that you are informed whenever I drop a similar content like this. Until I see you again in the next one, peace.